There were hints from Saudi Arabia, there were hints from others in Germany, and that this man was still in a position to live his life as he did, and make such attack, could prepare for such attacks, show that the security mechanism in Germany is still not good enough.
There have been far-right protests overnight in Germany after 5 people were killed in an attack on a Christmas market. But the motives of the suspect are far from clear. The Saudi-born psychiatrist declared himself a critic of Islam and hated mass migration to Germany. Well, Germans, of course, go to the polls in February, and the issue of migration now looks likely to dominate the election campaign. With us now is Elmar Brok, a former MEP from the CDU party. Good morning, Elmar.
Good morning, Dylan.
Obviously, the issue of migration was a very big issue in Germany even before the tragic events of the weekend. But to what extent is this now really going to be front and centre of the German election campaign?
First of all, that will be an important point, as it was, as you said rightly, but we do not know exactly what was behind this attack, this murderous attack. This Saudi Arabian asylum seeker in Germany who had got asylum lives in Germany since nearly 20 years. And he is anti-Islam. He is pro-AfD, to the right-wing party. He supported now in a tweet just a few days before this attack happened, Elon Musk and his attacks on German policy, and Elon Musk's proposal to vote for the right-wing party, as he said the same thing to Farage in the United Kingdom. And therefore, the right-wing people who want to make now votes out of that have to know that he was a supporter of them. So that is not just clear in which direction the discussion in Germany will go.
I mean, that's a very interesting point you raise. And he did appear to be, judging by his social media output, he did appear to be a supporter of Alternative for Deutschland, the AfD, as you mentioned. But in a way, does that matter politically? I mean, won't the AfD be the main beneficiaries of this tragic event?
If he is a supporter of AfD, then they should not get honey out of that. But on the other side, we have to say that the security administrations in Germany, on several levels, have failed a lot. There were hints from Saudi Arabia, there were hints from others in Germany, and that this man was still in a position to live his life as he did, and make such attack, could prepare for such attacks, show that the security mechanism in Germany is still not good enough, especially in our federalist country. Federalist in the German sense, we may say federal in Germany for not for centralists, it's the other way around. We have to see that on the national, on the regional level and the local level, not a good cooperation. And here is the question, we're not in just such cases, we have failures, and I think we'll be now for a more centralized security debate in Germany.
And where do you stand, Elmar, on the issue of migration in Germany? Because the leader of your party, the CDU, the centre-right Christian Democrats, Friedrich Merz, has sort of shifted to the right, as it were, on the issue of migration in recent years, and has broken really with the policies of Angela Merkel, who, of course, famously, in the wake of the migration crisis in the mid-2010s, allowed hundreds of thousands of Syrians to seek refuge in Germany. Do you think it is right that Friedrich Merz has taken a tougher approach on immigration?
I think that it's, after all our experience, the right approach to do so, but it is not against all the international and European obligations for migration. That is not against our constitution, which says clearly the right for seeking asylum. This article in our constitution is the result of the Nazi time, where so many asylum seekers were not taken and had to go to Auschwitz and other places. And therefore, we have to understanding, therefore, that people must have a chance to survive against dictators and others when their life is in danger. But people who become criminal in Germany, who want not to be integrated, I do not talk about assimilation, about just integration in a normal German life, who are a danger. These people had to leave Germany and they should not come here. Illegal migration is a problem where we have to make a difference between real asylum seekers, which have a chance, and people who are just become of economic reasons. But to make here differentiation is very much important, and here a government under the leadership of Mr. Merz would be stronger in order to have less migrants, but also the pull effects because of the high social benefits asylum seekers can get in Germany.
Do you think, in hindsight, the number of refugees that Angela Merkel allowed in was a mistake?
I think she did not let everyone in. And that is, I think, too short to think that she made it all possible. We have to see the situation in 2015, where thousands of people came after the war in Syria, and nobody wanted to let them in. They were lying on the streets in Austria and in Hungary. And these people she let in. This was not an invitation for everyone. But nevertheless, the result is seen in such a way, and therefore we should be able to make a restriction. We will help people when we have to help and when it's necessary to help, but not the problems of this world can be solved on German soil. And this is also a question where our neighbors in the European Union have not liked what we have done in the last few years.
And obviously, given the fall of the Assad regime, there is now a debate across Europe from countries who took in many Syrian refugees as to whether there need to be some kind of plans to send some of them home if they want to. Where do you stand on that?
Look, we have to send them home when we know their home country. It's a question when they have thrown away their passports and so on. We have to make more agreements with the countries of origin that they take their citizens back. And I think we should more agreements have with countries around Europe to take their responsibility in Northern Africa, for example. And therefore, I think there should be a lot of possibilities to become better in that case. But because of the unpeaceful situation in the world, the hunger in the world, in other cases, Europe will be always under a big threat so far such problems are not solved. And this, I think, is for all of us within the European Union or outside the European Union, a very difficult problem. But therefore also, especially people who want not to integrate, who became criminals, these people should be not live in our countries, and here we have to do more. Many other people are liked in Germany. Many young people working in Germany, in hospitals and other places. These people are welcomed. We need foreigners. All our countries need foreigners. Otherwise, it will become difficult in the service situation, in health systems, and of our demographic development we have.
Elmar, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us. That's Elmar Brok, former MEP from the centre-right CDU party in Germany.